Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inna alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the universe, and peace and blessing of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and all those who follow his path till the day of judgment. My brothers and sisters, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give us sincere iman, sound health and everlasting halal wealth. Also pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give us sincerity to speak the truth in the light of the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to understand them and to accept them in the hearts and to apply them in the life. Ameen thumma ameen. As you know that this is our live show, and we have two options over here for you to either you can call on the number that is given on the screen and put your questions in English or Arabic and Urdu, or you can use the chat box in front of you that you can see on the screen that is just next to me. You can see that, and alhamdulillah, you can text your questions. And also, my brothers and sisters, because the situation is very tense today because of the yesterday's incident that has happened, so please send the contacts, to all your contacts the link here, and if they have got any issues or questions that they want to discuss for today's topic, then please ask them to text me. So inshallah, whatever the way I can explain, inshallah. First of all, I would like to say to all my brothers and sisters who are watching me that I really, really, subhanallah, feel sorrow for all those people who have died. But I'm not sad about that in that sense. I'm only because of this kind of horror act has taken place. I'm sorry about that. But alhamdulillah, I'm really, glad to say that those brothers and sisters and children who died in this incident, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said about them in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2, and the verse is 154, 55 and 56. These are the verses where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has spoken about that وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ يُقْتَلُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٍ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. That those people who have died in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not consider them that they are dead people. Instead, they are all alive with their Lord. And in Surah Al Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, chapter 3, Allah has said that عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ. They are with their Lord. They have gone to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they are living in the life of barzakh. They are alive there and they are being fed. But we don't know actually how, in what manner they are alive. But this is the glad tidings for all the Muslim brothers and sisters. Yes, alhamdulillah, we do feel sorry for losing them, but alhamdulillah, they have gone to a better world than this. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. मैं शब्बीर, आपको याद होगा मैं Samir. Assalamu alaikum, doctor. I found a group of Facebook called Islamic Sufi Wazaif, and the person is also on YouTube, and their channel is called Sufi Guidance. So what's your question, my brother? So my brothers and sisters, what I was saying is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ يُقْتَلُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٍ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. That those people who are passed away in the path of Allah, those who have died in the path of Allah, do not consider them as dead. They are alive, and you have no idea how they are alive. You cannot comprehend that. मैं आपका स्टूडेंट था अजमान में, आपसे बहुत बात करने है. काइंडली प्रोवाइड मी योर कॉन्टैक्ट. The main person called Shah does black magic and lives near me. If you try to warn against them, they mock you and etc. they do ta'weez and stuff. How do I stop him? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will deal with that person, subhanallah, because anybody who is doing anything wrong, he is actually dealing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my brothers, alhamdulillah, today the situation has become so serious that you can only advise people. You can only advise people, and you can only tell them, and you can just tell them what is there in the Quran and the Hadith, and let the people to decide what they have to do. Because now the people have become so smart and so intelligent, they think according to them that they don't need Quran, they don't need Hadith, and they can do anything they like. They have changed their religion. They have also, subhanallah, people have done so many, the groups and jamaat and sects, and they are doing so many practices which are not even done by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And very simple argument, wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah, very simple argument, they answer us. They say, मना नहीं तो किया है ना, मना तो नहीं किया है. अगर कुरान में नहीं है तो कुरान में तो मना भी तो नहीं है. अगर हदीस में नहीं है तो हदीस में मना तो नहीं है. Means if the argument is that what they are doing is right, because Quran does not say don't do that, and Hadith does not say don't do that. So for that reason they would just say mana nahi hai. If it is not said don't do it, then we can do it. This is their argument, subhanallah. So I don't want to argue with them, and I advise you, my brothers and sisters, and especially brother Samir, that don't bother them. Just pray for them, because as you said that they make joke of you, or they make mockery of you, or sometimes even they might even harm you. So it's better that you avoid them and just pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give them the hidayah. That's all we can say, because there are so many places which I have seen, when you tell them something that, like, today, can a Muslim attend a Catholic funeral ceremony in a church? See, if a person is just going and attending whatever the speech that they are giving, because see, there's a very clear hadith of Rasulullah that Rasulullah did pay respect to the dead body of the non-Muslim passed by him. So in that case, we should remember that if Rasulullah has paid respect to the dead bodies of the people dying, then we should not think that it is something haram, as I said that. So going to that church, and sometimes if they pray to Jesus, that you don't have to pray, you just attend and you remain silent if you have to go. Because alhamdulillah, I know there are 2-3 pastors who come to my Jummah, and they are coming since 7-8 years now. And a month ago, one of them, his mother died, and he asked me to come. He asked me to attend that. And I went there, alhamdulillah, and I was all remaining silent, and whatever they were doing. I was just watching them. And that was the only thing I did, alhamdulillah. So that is because these people are, who have attended my Jummah khutbah since 7 years, and they never missed, any of the Friday prayer Jummah with me. And also they come before Adhan, and unless they have their own some emergency or something like that, so they would normally won't come. But yesterday none of them come, because subhanallah, I don't know, because of the incident they thought that maybe Muslim will not like it, so they didn't want to hurt the feelings of the Muslim, and they could think that maybe Muslim would react to them, so they didn't turn up. But alhamdulillah, that's fine. I don't have to say. But as far as your part is concerned, if you want to visit that, no harm in that, because there's no restriction in that. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told the Sahaba, and he didn't tell them anything about visiting them or not visiting them. Alhamdulillah. So my brothers and sisters, as I was saying, that first of all those brothers and sisters whose family who have lost their children, or their husbands or wives, or brothers or son or daughter, anybody like that. So alhamdulillah, I feel really sad about that, but you have to feel, happy for that, because they have gone to a better world than this dunya. And alhamdulillah, there's a hadith of Rasulullah sallam where Prophet sallam has said that if you wish to meet Allah, Allah wish to meet you too. If you like meeting Allah, Allah likes meeting you too. So alhamdulillah, this is one thing. Second thing, Shaheed, Allah has praised them, in the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that they are honored, they are respected, and they are those people who are fed especially with honor and dignity. And Allah says, Inda Rabbihim, they are with Allah, wo Allah ke paas hain. So alhamdulillah, my brothers and sisters, this is a live show, and you have a telephone number that is, you can see on the screen, is 07593229380, that is in UK, and internationally it is 00447593229380. And my brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that those people who have died in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not consider them as dead people. They are alive, and they are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala feeds them. So this is a very clear ayah from the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah as well as in Surah Ali Imran. Also, I would like to tell you one more thing, my brothers and sisters, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ أُولَئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ صَلَوَاتٌ مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَرَحْمَةٌ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُهْتَدُونَ. That all those people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that certainly indeed we will definitely put you into test. We will try and will put you into test, and that test is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in 5 things. Something that will bring you fear in the dunya, something that will make you feel hungry, or your test will be in hunger. Sometimes you will be tested in your wealth, sometimes you will be tested in your life, and also sometimes you will be tested in your business. Okay, when a child is miscarried, what if is the fate of the body or soul of the child? See, if the child has died after completion of 120 days in the womb, then that is a complete human being inside the human body in the womb. So if that person dies, definitely the soul goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever the remains are there, you can just bury them in the grave, or whatever the country law has or the hospitals have arranged to dispose that parts of the body, that is done, because there is no rituals or guideline given to us by Rasulullah in that case. So that is the reason, and even there is no specific teaching about should we be praying janaza for that person or not. Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Maryam. Sheikh, can you give us some advice if you are finding it hard to pray, laziness, tiredness? Jazakallah khairan. See, my advice is that alhamdulillah, this is with everyone, so especially those people who are working for long hours, and actually when we come for the prayer, it becomes very, very tiring and people feel lazy. And it has got so many other elements to that. First of all, the environment that we have, and especially those men who do not go to the masjid, they will definitely be having this kind of a nature and this kind of a problem with them. But when it comes to the laziness, this is the sifa or the quality of the munafiqeen. Normally the يقوم لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم. So these people are like, وَقَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالَى. Kusala, Quran has said that they are like a lazy and tired and no energy while they stand in the prayer. But Rasulullah has said that if you feel tired and you cannot concentrate on your salah, then take rest, and then alhamdulillah you can pray your prayer when you have you are fresh in your body, alhamdulillah. Okay, doctor, what to do if madhab goes against a sahih hadith? Should we follow the hadith or the madhab? I will tell you, follow only hadith. Forget about madhab, because madhab was not Rasul's madhab, was Quran and hadith. Sahaba's madhab was Quran and hadith. The Tabi'een's madhab was Quran and hadith. Our four Imam, their madhab was Quran and hadith. So I will say that alhamdulillah, if Imam is giving any opinion and Imam is or Imam's opinion is coming with the support of the correct hadith, because sometimes you might have the hadith that could be da'if, could be incorrect, or could be abrogated. The ruling of that hadith could be abrogated. So if you get the opinion given by the Imam and he quotes the Quranic verses to prove his point, and or the hadith which is authentic, then definitely you should go by the opinion of the Imam. But if there is no backing up with the Quranic verse or backing up with the hadith, then alhamdulillah you must follow the hadith, because Quran said in Surah An-Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasula wa ulil amri minkum fa in tanaza'tun fi shay'in farudduhu ila Allahi wa Rasul. This is in Surah An-Nisa, and the chapter is 4 and the verse is 59. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it very clear that Allah is giving us the command that, O you who believed, obey Allah, obey His Rasul, and obey the Muslim authorities. And they are all Imams and Khalifas and Muftis and all the scholars, you have to obey them. But Allah says that if it comes to the argument and disputes, then again verify the disputes or resolve your disputes with the Quran and Sunnah. That means go back to the Quran and Sunnah to see who is saying what. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Shabi Ustad, I am trying to call you on that number which is on screen, but unfortunately the call is not going. You can try, inshallah. Try. You put the complete code line, inshallah, you will get it, inshallah. Try again. I used to be your student. Yeah, you told me, alhamdulillah, you used to be my student, alhamdulillah. Samir, but Imam might say you don't know the hadith or the Quran properly. These scholars have studied for such and such years. You just find a hadith and decide to follow this. Okay, then you can put this Imam into, spot and say, okay, give me in writing that this hadith you don't follow it, and I'm not also allowed to follow this hadith, and I will follow the fatwa of Imam, and on the day of judgment Allah will judge us. Ask the Imam to give you in writing. Alhamdulillah, then you can follow that fatwa of Imam, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make him responsible for that. Alhamdulillah. Some Muslims smoke shisha. Is it allowed? No, shisha is not allowed. Shisha is not allowed, but somebody wants to enjoy it. Good luck to them. Shisha is one of the kinds of intoxication that is very harmful for the health, and could be, is as good as, you take a note, money note, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, and you burn it, is as good as that. So you are burning the note by which you are buying the shisha, and you're burning your body as well. So in either way, a person with common sense will know that this is not permissible in our religion. But if he wants to do it, then it is his choice. Can I wish a Muslim or non-Muslim happy birthday? There is nothing, there is no happy birthday, because he wasn't born on the day when you are saying happy birthday to him. He was born maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So it is irrelevant. But in case, just to, avoid the confusions and, upsetting the people or showing that he is rude or is something like that, then alhamdulillah, just say it in a random way, considering it's a normal thing. what is the ruling about organ donation? Yeah, organ donation, as scholars have got different opinions, but my opinion for myself regarding my body, I can give you the fatwa, and then if you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't want to, then it is better you take the fatwa of the other scholars, because it is not a confirmed issue. It has been disputed by the scholars and different opinions are there. I understand that a Muslim is someone who is, supposed to, or he should be helping the people when he is alive. Because Rasulullah has taught us, Khairun Nasi Anfa'un Nas. The best amongst you is the one who helps the people, and he helps this, serves the humanity. So that is when you are alive. So my understanding is that if I am alive and if I can help somebody with my hands, if I can help somebody with my mouth, if I can, my words, if I can help somebody financially, if I can help somebody physically, and that is when I am alive. So I am considered to be a good Muslim in the sight of Allah. So why not, when I leave this dunya, my body, it has got nothing to do in this, in this world. It will change to soil. My body will change to soil. And it won't, my soul will go to Allah. Allah will have my soul. So what I believe is that if my eyes, my ears, my mouth, my heart, my hands or legs could be beneficial to anybody, then alhamdulillah, I can definitely say, and this is my wish, and I even told in my Jummah khutbahs, in my lectures, and even to my family, I said that if somebody needs any part of my body after my death, give him. I have no objection. So that's my understanding, that I want to help the people while I am alive, and I also want to help the humanity when I am gone from this dunya. So I believe that my body is for the people, inshallah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. जी जी बेटा, कैसे हैं आप? जी अल्लाह का शुक्र है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बेटा। हाँ बेटा, अल्लाह आपको जज़ाए खैर दे। जो है मेरी वाइफ भी बहुत याद कर रही थी कि बच्चे सब आते थे, अच्छा लगता था माशाल्लाह, और बहुत ही जो है रौनक रहती थी, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
जी जी जी, तो इंशाल्लाह बात करेंगे, लाइन ड्रॉप हो जाएगी इंशाल्लाह, मैं दोबारा आपसे कांटेक्ट करता हूं इंशाल्लाह, ठीक है? जी
जी बेटा, जी इंशाल्लाह, जी
ठीक
है बेटा, बारकल्लाह फिक, अल्लाह हाफिज़, व अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाह। Okay, this was mashallah one of my students. He used to pray behind me when I was working as an imam in Dubai. Mashallah, these were the, nice brothers, serious brothers, God-fearing brothers, mashallah, young boys. And they used to come, and after every Jummah prayer, we used to sit together in my house, and mashallah, 10, 20, sometimes 18 people, sometimes 20 people. Every Friday we used to have, mashallah, food, and my wife, may Allah reward her, mashallah, she looked after all my guests and all visitors, mashallah. So as I said, my brothers and sisters, that those people who have passed away, do not think that they are dead. They are alive, mashallah, and they are highly respected. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, all those who the true believers are those. The true believers are those. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The true believers are those people, subhanallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we will test you in the matters of the fear, matters of hunger, matters of your wealth, matters of your life, and also in your worldly assets, in business and all those kind of things. So these are the 5 things Allah has told us that He will test us in a good way or the bad way. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that the glad tidings is for those who are firm in their deen, and they don't compromise with their religion. They remain firm in the test of this kind of things. Something that fears them, they don't give up their iman just because they are scared of something. Something that put them into hunger, they will tolerate the hunger, but they will not go into haram and they will never compromise with their deen. They will have sabr in that. Those people who sometimes have financial problems, but they will not compromise with their deen. They will have sabr with that. Sometimes people will have some problems with their personal life, health. Maybe their beloved ones are dying or killed or some. So they will still not compromise with their deen. They will remain sabir. They will have patience. Alhamdulillah, they will have sabr. And then fifth one, Allah is saying, Allah will put us into the test of our business, thamarat, our dealings with the fruits and all those kind of things. So that is also, mashallah, a very clear understanding that the believer will have sabr and he will not compromise in any of these tests. Alhamdulillah. Suppose you donate your organs. Will it affect your body when you are being resurrected? No. No, resurrection is, subhanAllah, Allah will resurrect you. Only it is mentioned about the Haji and Shaheed, that they will be raised in the same way, the way they were been buried. But otherwise, we know that the authentic ahadith which clearly says that we will be all raised naked. And Ibrahim a.s. will be the first one who will be dressed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will be clothed by Allah's permission of Allah. So this is very clear. Our body will have, like if somebody has given the heart, that does not mean that a person will be resurrected and his heart will be with someone else, or nothing like that. Alhamdulillah. We will be resurrected. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that we will raise you as we created you. So the way Allah created us, Allah will raise us in the same way. Alhamdulillah. So there is nothing wrong in that. Your organs will not have any effect of that. Is it allowed to drink tea in McDonald's although it sells pork? Yeah, you can take a takeaway, because alhamdulillah, when you're buying the tea or coffee or any like cappuccino or hot chocolate or something like that, that has got nothing to do. Neither it has to do with the cup that you are using it, or know the drinks that they are serving you, because the pork is in a different utensils. Pork is cooked in a different stove. So that has got nothing to do with the drink that you buy from there, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that when you are tested in all those, okay, is it allowed to use beard oil which contains alcohol denate? What is that alcohol denate? Please, can you explain it to me? More donation is accordance with the national legislation of community member. See, this kind of things, if it is not in their original form, let me explain to you. Sometimes people, they do ask us, can we use the perfume which has got alcohol in that? Can we use the oil which has got alcohol in that? These kind of things, actually, we have to understand, my brothers and sisters, that we should not be worried about that, because they are not in their original form when you are using it. As you said that you are using oil. So it's not something, if you go to Islam Q A, they have said that it has got benefits in that. So alhamdulillah, I think that alcohol which is haram, which is not allowed for us to use it, this is it says that it is common ingredient in many hygienic and clinic items like toothpaste, window cleaner, deodorant, and also alcohol denate is like not manufactured for an unlawful use. It is, in fact, it's many benefits are there. Generally understanding, I can understand in that way, that the thing which you consume and then it affects your aql and it makes you intoxicated, that things which are directly going into your body and intoxicate yourself, that is supposed to be haram, but not something that is outwardly used. So alhamdulillah, see, the smell does not make anything. Like you are allowed to eat onion, and onion has got bad smell. So that does not mean because of the bad smell you make onion haram for you. Alhamdulillah. No, it's this deodorant or any kind of chemical that is used in that. That's a kind of a chemical. It's not an alcohol that can be consumed. So we have to be careful with that. Alhamdulillah. Can we eat halal chicken in Nando's restaurant selling non-halal meat as well? No, this place I would say that it is not safe. I won't say 100% it is haram, because when you are, because I know a man, mashallah, who was actually used to authorize the certificates for halal food, and he has found, and also one of my students, he used to work in some of these takeaways, where they definitely used to use one fry pan or a vessel where they cook, pork, and they cook the halal food in that, and sometimes they even mix up with the oil, or sometimes some oil which has got pork oil or something like that, or pig oil, something is mixed with that, and they are cooked on one side and the other food is also cooked on the other side. That this kind of mixing, sometimes when it is the oil is heated up, then they splash and they get mixed to it, the halal food oil, and this way. So it's not safe. Eating food in such places, I'm not saying it is haram, but I will say that there are thousands of places where you can eat your food in a halal way. So why to go into the matters of doubt? Rasulullah has said, Al halalu bayyinun wal haramu bayyinun wa baynahuma umuru mushtabihatun, that there are things which are very clearly lawful and there are things very clearly unlawful. In between there are things which are unclear. So only few people they know. Few people they know, it means those scholars or those brothers and sisters who do the research, and they'll come to know that this thing is haram, it has, or this is halal. So that way I can say this place, Nando's or any such restaurants, where I've been even told that there are some Muslims who run the Muslim restaurants, and they serve alcohol, they serve pork, and they serve all different halal food as well. So should we? I'll say myself, I even answered this on Islam channel, that no, I will not go to that place. Even if I have to starve, or even I have to survive on a glass of water, I will do that, but I will not go to that place. So alhamdulillah, but I will not say it is halal or haram, because that's a doubtful matter, and I don't trust this kind of businessmen people, whether they are Muslim or Namazi and this and that. If they are sincere in Allah's deen, and they believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is, mashallah, providing the rizq, then why should you serve the people haram thing? If it is haram for the Muslims, it is haram for the non-Muslims as well, as far as you know it. So you should not be serving them. Okay, why can't we eat stunned meat? I eat stunned meat. But alhamdulillah, the people, they say that it is haram, because they say that after stunning the animals die. So I don't think so, subhanallah, the animals die like that. But I eat, and if somebody doesn't want to eat, it's their choice. But I cannot say the animals which is stunned and slaughtered, it's haram. I will not say that, because there are two groups of the Muslim community. I know them, and I know them personally, and alhamdulillah, they issue the certificates. One issue the certificate for the animals slaughtered after the stunning, and the other group is saying no, stunning is haram. You are damaging, you are torturing the animal, and it is psychological effect is there on the animal, you are harming it, and you should not be. So they say that this is haram. So alhamdulillah, there are two parties. But as I said, according to my observation, I have been to many abattoirs. I have seen those abattoirs myself as an auditor. I went there. I have seen the animals being stunned and then they are slaughtered. I have seen that, alhamdulillah, and they don't die. I pulled 2-3 chicken which were stunned, and then I throw them on the ground. I found them there. They didn't die. And after a few seconds, when they regain the consciousness, they walk in a normal way. So I know that, and they are not stunned. The stunning was at that the one which I have seen. that stunning was to calm down the animals movement so that slaughtering can be easily done. So that was my observation. Alhamdulillah, based on that, I eat that kind of meat. I eat chicken which is slaughtered through the stunning method, and if it is, even if the lamb is slaughtered, the cow is slaughtered in that way, I think for me, alhamdulillah, I eat. But it's up to you. If you are convinced with the other party, mashallah, and they say that it is haram, and you are convinced with their argument, alhamdulillah, you should go by that. Jazakallah khairan. उस्ताद, मुझे आपसे बहुत बहुत बात करने का दिल है करता है। भाभी को भी सलाम कहिएगा। अगर आपको कांटेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन देने में कोई इशू हो ऑनलाइन मैं प्लीज़ तो मेरे नंबर तो मैंने ठीक है, इंशाल्लाह मैं आपको टेक्स्ट कर दूंगा बेटा आपके इस नंबर के ऊपर इंशाल्लाह। शॉप्स एंड सुपरमार्केट्स हैव रेडी मील्स, salads, sandwiches which contain white wine vinegar or red wine vinegar in the ingredients. Are these halal? Yes, inshallah. The vinegars, could be white or could be red, doesn't matter. When it is formed into a fine for original, like the final product is a vinegar, then it's halal, inshallah. Doesn't matter white or red. If it is ended up and the end product of it, the final product has got this name, mashallah, then this is called khal in Arabic, and khal is halal, inshallah. Doctor, can you tell us your opinion on Imam Tawhidi, please? No, I don't know about him, and please, brothers and sisters, don't embarrass me, because I don't want to give any personal opinion, personal opinion about any personality, because I think if a person is a knowledgeable person and misguides the people, Allah will deal with him. But as far as a person with the knowledge, because last time I was in one of the places in Birmingham, and a famous person was mentioned in front of me, and I said to the guy, alhamdulillah, I raised my hands and I said, I respect this man and his knowledge, because he has got the skill, satanic skill, I can say that he can shut up the mouths of the many learned scholars. So based on that skill of his, I respect him, because he is very clever, and he can give answers and put the learned people into on the spot, and they cannot answer him. So otherwise, personally, it's between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he is right for Allah. If he is wrong for Allah. Can a Muslim invest in stock market? Yes, you can invest in a stock market, but you should know that with whom you are, what stock market you are spending with. Alhamdulillah. You should know all the dealings about how they are using, what are the terms and conditions, and which haram or halal products that they use. Isn't it to do with the draining of the blood, though, Sheikh? I'm confused now. You're talking about the stunning. Yeah, see, there is no draining of the blood. I'll tell you, the places, I've been to 3 big abattoirs of chicken slaughtering, and these are actually run by the non-Muslims. And I'll tell you, personally, I have seen this, that there are, mashallah, a number of Muslim butchers are standing, and the machine is there where it says, and there are thousands of chickens are hanged upside down, and they go by the machine, and then from there's a blade, fast blade or knife type of blade is there that cuts the jugular vein, and it is all going by name. And I have seen with my own eyes the blood flows out, and it is, they take before they go out into complete cutting into pieces, the circle is there which takes them chicken all around for a few minutes, so that the blood is completely removed. And not only that, at the end, the product where the chickens are being packed, I've seen there are neutral doctors are there. Neutral doctors or expertise are there who see that even there is any blood clot on the part of the chicken, they just throw it away. They say it is hygienically, it's not suitable for the human to eat. So imagine, these are non-Muslims. They don't have any concern whether it is halal or haram. But when last product, when it comes for the packaged area where they can be put into a bag or plastic one, on that, there are people who inspect even the full body of the chicken, that the complete blood has been drained out. Is epilepsy from shaitan? No, it can be from shaitan, can be from medical reason as well. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Is it allowed a Muslim to work in an insurance company? Insurance company, I don't think so. It is haram as long as you don't will deal with the interest thing. Insurance is a guarantee or a service that is provided for your, at the time of necessities or any time of any calamities you need. So alhamdulillah, that's a different thing. But Islamically, you can't say halal or haram. When slaughtering the animal in a halal way, does the animal go through any pain? Definitely. Definitely, that's why Rasulullah has said, hadith, one of the hadith in 40 hadith, that when you want to slaughter the animal, your knife should be so sharp that it should cut in a quick way, so that the pain should be less. So every animal gets pain. It's everywhere natural. Alhamdulillah. Is Kitab al-Fitan of Na'im ibn Hammad reliable, and are the hadith within it authentic? I cannot say about every narration of that because I have not read that. But alhamdulillah, there are people who read this Kitab al-Fitan from different sources, and there are authentic narrations. And this one of the brothers which I said that in Birmingham I was mentioned his name. This guy, he rejects even the authentic hadith of coming back of returning of Isa alayhi salam and Dajjal and all those kind of. These are from Fitna, book of Fitan, and they are authentic hadith. But people, they deny that. Is life insurance halal? If you can just get me one life insurance, I will take it, because life insurance actually is what? It's not for you. If you are dying, your people are benefiting it, or the company who has benefited. You didn't benefit anything. So life insurance is when a person, something that you need for security guard. For example, if your life is in threat and you need security guards to look after you, is to have the security guard, is it haram? And if you have security guard and you pay them, is it haram? No. For your self protection, yes, for safety, you hire the security guard and you pay them. I think when you are signing the contract of insurance, as long as you are like if you travel from here to Dubai, for an example, and you got some heart attack or some injuries, medical injuries happen to you, and I know just entering into the hospital you have to pay 500 dirhams. That's minimum. I'm talking about some few years ago when I was there. So you enter into a hospital, just entering fees will be 500. Then maybe the medical could be 500, maybe 1000, maybe spending some more time. So if you are a traveler, you may not be even that wealthy. So if your life insurance covers that, alhamdulillah, that's halal in Islam. So I don't think so. Like for example, if somebody, like if you are in such incident where you now being injured, like yesterday what happened in the New Zealand in the mosque, and if you survived and you got some serious injury in your body, and now you are the whole family is dependent upon you, and now you are unable to look after yourself, and your medical health is so severe that you need some help. So inshallah, if you have the life insurance in your, if you have with the company, and if they can cover up your expenses and also support you with your family, alhamdulillah, this is halal in Islam. But the people, when they bring this argument that life insurance is like, it's shirk and kufr, because you don't believe in the qadar and you don't put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and these people are just taking your money and you're just giving them money for no reason, so it's haram, and so many other arguments are there. But alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, I am not convinced with those arguments. So as I don't have, by the way, people might be listening, oh maybe Shaikh Abdul Majid is having life insurance. No, alhamdulillah, my life insurance is that Allah has given to me, that will be taken away. That is my life insurance, that will be given back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my life insurance is my death. I don't believe in that, but alhamdulillah, I don't say it is haram. So subhanallah, Brothers and sisters, mashallah, it was, a nice program. You know that this is a question answer session where now inshallah by the grace of Allah every Saturday at this time I will be appearing on the show. And please, as you have done today, mashallah, it seems to be that mashallah many of you have mashallah must have sent the contacts to the people. On the underneath my show, the screen, you can see the international timings are also given. You can send to your friends or brothers. Look, mashallah, there was one of my students that I know him since 20 years now, and he contacted me from Pakistan. So this is something, alhamdulillah, gives me energy and mashallah, more encouragement to come. So my show will be every Saturday, 7 p.m. of UK timing. 7 p.m. of UK timing, and it will continue up until 8 o'clock, 1 hour a day, for the show. And you can put the questions in Urdu, English and Arabic, alhamdulillah. Okay. In the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said that the animal should not witness another animal being slaughtered, as this scares them. So is this really okay to eat animals just for our own pleasure? See, these are the things, subhanallah, we should not be thinking like that, because I have seen those places where the animals are being slaughtered. Like in Dubai, when I was working as an imam, I was given the job to go and check the people when they slaughter the animals at the time of Eid. So I have seen that nobody does that. The animals are, put into the stable, somewhere they are tied there, and one after the other the animals are brought. So there is no concept of, seeing any one animal, and this is not something that they will be understanding it. So there is no such concept in our religion like that. Eating of the halal food slaughtered by, Muslims, it is halal for you to eat, inshallah. So my brothers and sisters, I think alhamdulillah there are no more questions here. And so as you know that I was saying that this is a live show, and what I was advising to brothers and sisters, because I was quite sad about what has happened, but at the same time I'm also happy for my brothers and sisters who passed away, because they have gone to a better place than this dunya. And alhamdulillah, they have gone to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah we will see them in the Jannah happily, inshallah. They will be proud of what they have gone through. And people dying in the masjid, people dying in the masjid the haram, people dying in normal masjid, people dying, al-amal bil khawatim, people dying, imagine the time when the angels of death, the time he would have taken the soul from these dead people, he would be telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, I took the soul of this man or woman or the child in the masjid while they were praying. So it's a glad tiding, mashallah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that those people who have sabr in those tests, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that they will always say that whenever the hardship comes in their life, the calamities come in their life, they would say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, ulaika alayhim salawatun min rabbihim wa rahmah. Okay, a friend once said that the meat in supermarkets in UK is okay because Allah said the food of Ahlul Kitab is halal for you and your food is halal for them. How true is this? First of all, general understanding, the food of the Ahlul Kitab is halal. But if you are going to buy the food from the meat or chicken from any like Sainsbury's or LD or Lidl, and you are not 100% sure that they are really halal, because they will tell you, the people who are working there, they will tell you where this halal session is. They respect, alhamdulillah, so they will guide you. But if you are not sure, then I doubt this person, subhanallah, because there are so many smart guys, they call themselves Muslims, and they pick and choose of Islam, just because they will never ever know. If you ask him, okay, where does Allah say in the Quran that the food of Ahlul Kitab is halal, where is it mentioned? He will not know. So what he has done, he heard from somebody that okay, this is halal, so he will take that fatwa for his own desires and for his own satisfactory, and then he will follow that. So these kind of people, please don't listen to them. Your religion is not what the people are saying. Your religion should be based on the Quran and Hadith, which you know it. Or when you have asked any scholar, and if the scholar says to you, I'll tell you the ayah, which is in Surah Al-Ma'idah, and ayah is very clear. It is mentioned in ayah number 5 that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that the women of the Ahlul Kitab are halal for us to marry, and also the food of them is halal for us, and our food is halal for them. But here the scholars also say the Jews, when they slaughter the kosher meat, they say that they are the people of the Ahlul Kitab, and they are practicing, there's a proper way of slaughtering. So for that, the kosher meat, I can say it's halal, inshallah, no doubt. But if you get that, then otherwise, if you are just buying any meat from any shop and which is not clear, and you don't even take an effort to ask the people working there, because see, I was, one day I was trying to buy a sweet, and I took it to the reception, and the man, it was a non-Muslim lady, English lady. She said to me, Mister, that this is actually, it's not halal for the Muslim. I don't know why she said that, but maybe looking into my beard, or maybe thought that I may be a Muslim, a religious person, maybe. So for that she advised me that this is actually it's not halal for you people, because it's not halal sweet for you. So I respected. I thanked Allah that I didn't know, and then later on I started discussing with other people, mashallah, those who are in the field of food. They have got like quotations and codes by which they say that any of these ingredients has got this code, then this is halal, and any of the ingredients that has got or sometimes it is V sign is there, that is like suitable for the vegetarians, and all those kind of things. People in the shops also guide you and tell you, so there is no harm in asking them. And once you are sure that they say okay, this is halal, mashallah, you go for it. So my brothers and sisters, mashallah, we have come to the close to this show, and inshallah next Saturday I will be coming, inshallah. So this will be our show every Saturday, and you can put your text messages in English and Arabic, and also Urdu if you want, and also send your contacts, send the message to your contacts so that they can also participate in this show, mashallah. So this is our show, and we have got like another 5 minutes to go for that show. So you can put your questions, even if you have any questions, mashallah. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you to you all, that mashallah, it was really, I was quite sad. I didn't want to come on to this show, but my family was saying, no, you should go for the show, because there will be so many people who would know about this. So my brothers and sisters, mashallah, jazakumullah khairan. You can see that next Saturday again at 7 o'clock, if Allah gives me life, and alhamdulillah everything goes well, then I will come on show. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.